Hi everyone and welcome back to Sprinkle with Paper. Today I'm going to be sharing the WeCreat laser cutting machine. WeCreat was kind enough to send me one of their Vision laser engravers. This is an all-in-one powerhouse. It's capable of laser cutting, engraving, and scoring. And you can use it on materials like wood, leather, metal, and even food. And one of the best parts is that you can set it up right on your desktop. So whether you're setting it up in your office, your craft room, or even your garage, it'll be easy to find a spot for it. Now let's jump right into setting up our machine. On the top layer, we have some test pieces of wood, and then we also have the instruction manual. And then inside this box, we find a little bag of tools, the vent adapter, and the antenna. Next, we have the air assist components, and this is not only vital for making sure that you're getting those clean cuts and no charring on your engraving projects, but it's also a huge safety feature that WeCreat has included. Once all the styrofoam's removed, the only thing we need to do for the inside of the machine is add our trays. And this is one of the main selling points of this machine, is that once you receive it, it's pretty much ready to go. There's just a few things that we're going to need to attach to the back, but there isn't a lot of setup. So I know lasers can seem a little overwhelming, but this one is definitely not. Next, we're going to connect all of the cords and the exhaust vent to the back of the machine. So on the left-hand side, we have the air assist power, air assist input, the on-off switch, DC input, the USB port, which will connect to our computer, the exhaust hose, and then we have the antenna. Once everything's connected, it's now time to just turn on our machine. So we're going to flip the switch on the back to on, and then we're going to press the round circle on the front. It's located on the right-hand side, right next to WeCreat. This is where our machine is going to expand. So once it's raised all the way up, we can then open up the lid, and this is when we're going to be able to put our material down and prepare for our project. When placing your material into your machine, there's no need for a mat. You don't need to secure anything. You simply just place your material down onto the trays. And then there's a camera inside of this machine. So when we go over to the software on our computer, we're going to be able to position our project anywhere we would like onto the material using that camera. To set up your WeCreat software, you can just scan the QR code that came with your machine, or you can just go to wecreat.com and you can download the software there. The software is available for Windows, Mac, Androids, iPhones, and iPads. Now just click the download link and wait for the software to be downloaded onto your computer. Once you've located the downloaded file onto your computer, you can just double-click it, and then you can move it into your application folder. Once the software has been fully installed onto our computer, we're then going to just launch the program. If you already have a WeCreat account, you can go ahead and log in at this time. Otherwise, you'll have to set up a new account. Now that you're all logged in, it's now time for the fun part, which is choosing our design. So the first thing that it's going to show you is this lion design, and this can be used with that scrap wood that was provided. So you can choose to do that just as your first beginner project, or you can choose to do something else. I'm going to choose to do something different today. But one thing I do want to point out really quick is when you click on a project, it not only tells you how long it's going to take, but it also shows you the skill level. So for this lion and lamb project, we can see that it's going to take 15 minutes and that it's for beginners. There are over 1,000 different designs that you can choose from, or you could even upload your own file. Today I'm going to select one of the WeCreat projects. So up at the top we have all of the projects, and then we have different categories. We have animals, beginner projects, decorations, demo, education, festive, gifts, hero projects, jewelry, religion, and toys. Since this will be my very first project that I've ever done with this machine, I'm going to select something from the beginner files. And even just here in these beginner projects, there's so many cute things to choose from. I mean, we can make picture frames, we can make ornaments. I really like this glasses holder. My son wears glasses, so this would be perfect for him. But I think for today, I'm going to make this decorative table mat. It looks like it's only going to take about 5 minutes to make. It's a beginner skill level, and it's also free. So I think this will be a great one for my first try. Once I select the project, it takes it over to the project page, and this is where we could edit the image. So as you can see here, the background is just a white grid, but once I plug the machine with the USB into my computer, now we're going to see that camera image. So now we're able to see exactly what it looks like inside of our machine. So we can then move our design around to make sure that we like the placement. So since I have a pretty large piece of basswood in there, I don't want to just cut in the middle because then I'm wasting a lot of supplies. So I'm just going to move it up here to the corner, and then I can adjust the size here. A quick thing just to make a note of is that this machine and this software, it does use the metric system. So we won't be using inches, we're going to be using millimeters when we're adjusting the size. So that's just a little something to keep in mind if you're not used to using those measurements. Now I'll just check all the settings. I didn't have to change or adjust anything. And then I'm going to click this little arrow here just to make sure that I have the right material in. And I do. I have the 3mm basswood. And then as you'll notice here, I didn't select autofocus. So it's great that they have these little pop-ups. So if you do forget something, they remind you and show you what you need to do. Now I'll just click start, and the machine will get to work. As you can see, this machine is not producing a lot of smoke, and I'm here in my office and I'm not noticing any substantial fumes. So I do have the exhaust tubing connected to be filtered out of the window, but I feel like I'm really impressed with the lack of fumes. I was a little nervous when it first started. I even stepped out of my office thinking maybe it wasn't safe for me to be in there, but when I came back in I realized, oh, it wasn't bad at all. So I am really impressed with the quality and the safety of this machine. So now that the cutting is done, it took about a little over 6 minutes to complete this, which is pretty amazing when you look at the detail. And when I open up the machine, it's not hot to the touch. And when I lift everything out, I don't need to worry about any of the little debris and pieces falling down between the racks because I could just take those out and clean it. But I am so impressed with how well this cut. It's so nice and clean. We don't have any burn marks. I feel like this is amazing, and I'm so excited to do so many other projects. I mean, I feel like my mind is just spinning right now thinking of all the amazing things that we're going to make together. So if you don't already have the WeCreat Vision Laser Engraver, WeCreat is having a Valentine's Day promotion right now where they are offering $100 off with the discount code SPRINKLED. So if you head on over to their website right now, they have other promotions going on too. Their machine is already on sale, and then you'll get that additional $100 off. So it's a really great time to invest in this machine if this is something that you're hoping to add to your craft room. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you for WeCreat for sending me this amazing machine and letting me test it out. Don't forget to use your coupon code SPRINKLED for $100 off your machine. And until next time, happy crafting.